Fantasy Mania 2. The War on Valademkin City. Chapter 23. The stars were out in their full brilliance. Zoe was sitting outside near the tire swing and was alone. He thought about his father and prayed. But not that God would protect him, but that God's will in his father's life would come to be. See, we don't always pray in what God's will is, but we often pray for what we want. This was a valuable lesson to learn for Zoe at such a young age. He soon got up and went back inside. He noticed his older brother sleeping and was very careful to not wake him. Then Zoe went to bed and blew out his candle. Lucifont was trying to gather as much as he could for his horse as possible, because their goal was to keep the war away from Valademkin as far as possible. He didn't know the whole plan, but knew enough to put the city first. Once Shedus had placed her child to bed, she closed the door halfway and walked down the hallway into her bedroom. She was very thankful for everyone being available for what was to aspire. It really didn't have to come down to this. But see, if she didn't do something, Arcadia would continue to step on everyone and get away with it. She knew her father wouldn't allow it, and neither was she. But they weren't the only ones preparing for war. Arcadia was a few steps ahead of them. The stubborn old man named Arcadius had sent out several people to seek men willing to serve him with a promising fortune in the trade. But if anyone knows Arcadia, he will not pay anybody for anything. Soon a whole fleet of men came barreling in on the fortress, and he gave everyone a powerful speech. Guns and ammo had amplified by tenfold. Horses and air gliders as well. He knew Valademkin City wouldn't expect this from him at all. Then we have Zibalio and his warriors. They have already begun their way towards Arcadia, but have a long way to go. What will happen to these devoted men? Will blood spill in vain? Find out later on in Fantasy Mania 2: The War on Valademkin City. To be continued.